Well, hello YouTube, this is the Badass Mojo, and today I'll be showing you guys how to build a stinger, which is a secondary, a weapon for a sentinel. And the reason why I'm using stinger on the death cube is because on the regular djinn, it misses a lot of shots for me for some reason. Whenever I'm playing with this sentinel, every time it shoots everything but the enemy. So I'm using it on the death cube because it has a shorter range but a lot of accuracy for some reason. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So for this stinger, I have a riven, which gives me a lot of toxin damage, and multi-shot, which is really good because this thing has a lot of fire rate, and I have like fire rate and reload mod because I want it to fire and reload really fast and like start firing again. So yeah, this is a fire rate build with a corrosive thing going on. Even though it has a corrosive like a base damage, it doesn't proc corrosive. It only procs toxin because its primary damage is toxin. So for some reason it's not working out very well, but it still works. Sometimes it does proc a corrosive. I think it's because the 32% chance only when you have a like a combo going on, it procs whenever you have that combo. I mean, the corrosive procs whenever you have that combo and with the status chance. So that status chance probably determines the corrosive procs. Other than that, it's really powerful. I would, if you're not into corrosive, take this off and add that mod, so it would just do the same thing, but instead of having the corrosive, it would have like damage. Because on the toxins, it ticks a lot and it still does like it's like slash basically. And with a lot of like toxin procs, it does a lot of damage. So I added split chamber and help. I mean not help. Serration for a lot of damage. I did forma this 6 times. I think it had a D polarity, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the only reason why I took it out, because the D polarity don't have any good mods on it. It only has like hammer shot, which it's not good for because it only has a 2.5 critical chance. So this is not like a good mod. Also, I'm not using a viral build because again, viral builds are somewhat good but not really great. I like them on like shotgun because with viral build you could literally strip away 50% of their health and the next shot would probably kill them. But over here it toxin them a lot to death. It doesn't like kill them with one shot. It shoots some couple of bullets and then they just like die because all those toxins and all that stuff. So yeah, split chamber and serration for a lot of damage. You can add the electricity version of this to have the corrosive thing going on, but for some reason again it doesn't proc corrosive a lot, so I'll stick with infected rounds. Another toxin mod with a dual stat mod, because with this one you can have a lot of status going on, because this thing has a really low status chance for a status weapon. I mean, it does elemental damage, so you would think it would do a lot of status stuff, but it doesn't. I'm using a speed trigger for a lot of attack speed because I love a lot of attack speed. Prime fast hand because I had it and I wanted this thing to reload really fast. While acceleration for a lot more attack speed because this thing fires so quick and it kills people really fast. The riven itself is really powerful too. It gives me 120% multi-shot and 117 toxin damage, which really fits into the build itself, because toxin, again, this primary damage is toxin, which is really good. So this is the build. It required me 6 formas. I only have 5 like polarities because I think I had to take away the D polarity. That's why one of the polarities is missing, because I overwrote the polarity with probably like a Y or maybe a dash. So that's the only reason why I only have like 5 polarities, and it says I formatted it 6 times. So yeah, again, I'm using it on the death cube because death cube for some reason has a lot of accuracy. Even though it has a shorter range, it has a lot of accuracy and it works out very well for me for some reason, and the other ones don't work very well. So yeah, let's spawn in these guys. 5 of these, I already have them selected, and I'll show you how that works. I have their AI unpaused because when they're paused, if for some reason it doesn't like kill them. See all those toxin procs he's getting? He's getting melted. They're getting melted. Yep. I think if it was corrosive, it would have done some more damage if I were to land a corrosive proc. Yep, it melts them because all those toxin procs and the amount of damage it's doing is really, really good. So if you look at this health bar, it's just going down really, really fast. I'll take that off, by the way. I'll check it if it works with the corrosive proc. Hopefully it does, because that would be even more powerful, because corrosive is the most powerful damage in the game because it affects everybody in the whole game. The reason why I'm not using heavy caliber is because if I do so, it would literally make my accuracy go fucking nuts. It just misses every shot, and you can't even add like base damage mods, because this thing has no base damage, like no like solid damage. So I'm only sticking with like toxin and stuff like that, like elemental stuff. So yeah. And people would say build for blast or build for something else. I don't like blast because it makes them trip, and when they're tripped over, the sentinels miss every shot for some reason. Yep, it does proc the corrosive, but it only procs them a couple of times. Like only once every shot. See, he only has a toxin, and the next time he got a corrosive on them. So that still helps, but not as much as if it were to proc every bullet as a corrosive proc. That would be really, really powerful. Plus, toxin procs do a lot of like ticks, so they do take a lot of damage off of that. That's pretty powerful. I mean, I would say you can have a viral build, but again, some enemies don't even give a fuck about viral damage, so that's the only reason why I don't have viral damage on it. That's because some enemies just ignore it at like fully. So I would spawn a level 100 bombard, and not bombard, because he would just murder me. Or maybe murder my centaur. I'll spawn in a level 100 corrupt guy. See how that works against this guy. Hopefully he doesn't just kill me. Can't even let him like get near me because, oh, I'm invincible. Never mind. Just realized. See, if it were, I think it does more damage when it's toxin, because for some reason, when I have toxin procs, all toxin procs, it works out very well. See, his health is melting, like you see that little red line cutting his health off. That's because all the toxin procs and the amount of he's just keep on proccing those toxin procs. If I were to use Mag's ability, he would just like die instantly. And I'm not gonna use it because I want the Sentinel to do the hard work. E is not that good against corrupted because that low status chance, it's not very well. So yeah, you're not gonna like in a real life battle, you're not gonna like, I mean in the real gameplay, you're not gonna stand in front of the guy, keep on letting him shoot you. But if you were to fight like the regular people on the ground, it would just melt them instantly. Compared to other Sentinels, this thing has a lot of fire rate. I'll put a mag bubble on him and see how that works out. Those 100 points are the ticks for the like the damage itself. The toxin damage, that's all the ticks. And he just got killed really fast. So yeah, these sentinels are really powerful against like regular enemies that like you fight in the survivals and stuff, or maybe in like the defense. But when like a heavy unit shows up, these sentinels do damage, but they're not great unless you're using like a Warframe that does like add some stuff into it, like for example the mag bubble. It just makes it so powerful. Or maybe when you're using Nova, Molecular Prime, it weakens them, so that helps out very well. Other than that, this Sentinel and the combo that I have going on is really powerful. You can build a djinn or djinn from your dojo if you have a dojo. If you're with somebody's dojo, I think it's in the infected lab. And yeah, it's really good if you want to build it. Have a build for maybe like a corrosive. Don't build for any crit because it only has a 2% crit chance, which is terrible. Have a lot of fire rate as I have, and a lot of reload speed, because you just want it to like keep on pushing out that damage numbers, because every time it shoots and reloads and shoots, it procs into toxin procs, and those toxin procs just melt people. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, and just listen to all that good stuff.